And we're back. Level 1 frog at the end, you know? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I love it. You're such a cockroach. I love it. We don't reference that anymore. How about you just hit the duck instead of the cockroach? You're dead to me. You and all other birds. Maybe like a ballistic eggplant. You ever, and listen, this is stuff that you have to remember, YouTube didn't exist when I was like 12, all right? So all the cool facts I've ever learned basically happened in school, and I had to remember them for the entirety of my life, which is insane to think about in hindsight. Nowadays, you could just look them up. Well, there was like a 23-year period where you could look them up easily, and now like the glut of deliberately or accidentally malfeasant AI responses are actually making it impossible to know what's true and what's not in an increasingly like post-truth and deliberate misinformation era. It's certainly not helping the problem. Anyway, long story short, I was reading a book about dinosaurs to my daughter, and it had a little blurb that was like an evolutionary timeline of life on Earth. One of the craziest facts for me, by the way, Get Owned, nice name, is that dinosaurs entered existence on Earth prior to flowers. We always think of plants as being older than animals. I'm going to need a fact check on that. That is something I should know as someone who has a bachelor's of science in biology, but it's been a long time. I haven't used it too much lately. I'm going owl mode again. Allows us the flexibility to have a sheep at the front, which provides no competitive advantage, but it's kind of fun at the very least. Unusual. I don't know, maybe the first animal, like you think about animals as being more complex than plants, but I don't think that's necessarily true on a cellular level. If anything, I don't know, what would make up, listen, we're getting too into the sauce. I could just look it up, but instead, sometimes it's fun to just think instead of just deliberately searching for the answer. It's nice to put your brain through its paces sometimes, make sure it remembers who's boss. Like, what kind of cell is more advanced, an animal cell or a plant cell? You know, that cell wall, or that plant cell, you got that double phospholipid membrane. Ooh, I thought we were going to make it. But I don't know if that's retro these days. They're saying a cell wall is retro these days, and I just can't with this website today. Okay, you're gone. We've seen what you can do, and you're good enough to stick. We're going to hold the owl around as well. And even salads got me a little tempted, but I think we're actually probably going to sell the sheep and run Hoopo Bird or something. Like a second Hoopo Bird. Anyway, long story short, what were you talking about? Well, it's kind of crazy to think that, like, I know not all dinosaurs are T-Rexes, but it's, you know, for argument's sake, it's kind of crazy to think about the fact that, like, T-Rexes existed before daisies, you know? See, like a T-Rex is like a 3 trillion piece puzzle, and a daisy's like a stem and some petals. And the stamen and the phloem and the xylem and the the chloroplasts and the don't worry, I know all about it. I had to learn it when you were knee-high to a grasshopper, okay? Don't even sweat it. Well, this is going horrendously so far, but I hold out hope based on no evidence whatsoever that will reverse. Ends, as it often does. Inexplicably, that came true. Now, you're level 2. I don't think we're adding a fox to the team. I almost feel like a bison is too slow to be that guy. Sheep is also, I'm not super stoked about the sheep. That's got to get off the squad. I know you're thinking, like, what about a manta ray? Here's a simple question for you. Have you ever seen, or at least routinely seen, a team this week with a manta ray dominate me? No. I don't believe so. So everybody just back the frick off, okay? We're going to simmer on this one. Now, a monkey, on the other hand, yes. An owl has about 10 seconds to figure this out before it's off the squad permanently, okay? Because I would much rather have a lynx in my corner. Oh, owl. You just got served, buddy. You're in trouble, okay? Huge. Huge. Everything's coming together. I wish I had not fed the owl so much. It's tempting to, like, get rid of the bird instead, but I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be doing that. Links me. You're so important, but you might not be important for this purchase, for this round. Yes, I did just buy a turn 9 apple. Given the circumstances, I think it was the best option. My God, we made it out of there with a draw. Wait for it. I don't like having stuff in the shop frozen any more than you do, brother. You're finally gone. I know that means the lynx is going to power down a little bit, but watch this. Monkey bat, hoopoe bird, jellyfish, lionfish. Buy me, sell me. That's exactly what I wanted. It was the lionfish. We don't need to run 4-squatted anymore. Why the heck was I so set on running 4-squatted, man? Sell me? Don't buy me yet. Buy me. How about getting a melon out here in 2 turns? Interesting idea. And then you run the lionfish in position 1 to get a buff from a level 2 monkey. I'm not saying it's going to win, but I'm saying we cracked the code of if it could win, this is how it's going to do it, okay? That's just a really good team, quite frankly. So, gone. It does mean our lionfish will be receiving... You see the conundrum. Nah, you need the buff. Take them both. Our lionfish will be receiving the melon, and I support that. I support that. I have to imagine a tiger could go crazy here. We don't have to win this round, but it would be nice to get some holds. You know what I mean? Just some holds in place. This is bad. Yes, okay. Well, we have to not lose the next round. But just hold. It's a simple, holdable situation. PETA? I think we have to try. Sorry to you, my friend. 6 damage to the first and last enemy. This is 12 damage. You're actually going to... So you're going to do 10 damage to the first and last enemy. I think we leave the tiger here for now, and we get ready to move it onto the lionfish at a later date. How is your team alive? No disrespect. It was like a team from turn 5. I'm not going to harp on it. It's their journey, okay? I'm just saying. Now, this is interesting. I know we did just give you a PETA. But you have to admit, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. Now, I'm trying to think. Our lionfish crosses 20. It might be better to move the tiger up now. Now, this team is in a different zone. They're scaring me a little bit. They're freaking me out. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again! We go for it. You know what? Take an apple. I trust you. This team's got some very, very good equipment. But dude, I trust the hoopoe bird. I'm picking up what it's put... Are you seeing the power that it's putting out here? We no longer need an alpaca. Society has progressed past the need for an alpaca. 1 up on lionfish, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. It's kind of funny. I would like a gharial. Chameleon. Frick am I going to do with that? We're going to run this joker out here. I know it seems a little crazy, but the level 1s have been surprisingly effective for me. That in that sample size of 1 that we've had. Okay, 4 death touch. I see you. Get ready for this death touch. Ooh, it didn't work. Well, it turns out overriding equipment still very good. But I think we were cooking something. By the end of that, we were cooking something. You saw it. You smelled it. Be Lord of the Husbands. I'm working on my birthday, putting in the hard days at the content factory. My hands look like this, so her hands look like this. You get the idea. Give me this. Give me this. Little quick skibbity over here. Okay. I don't really care how they swap the stats. That's for like Fermat and Euler to decide, okay? That's none of my business, quite frankly. It's not my purview. It's not my domain. Wouldn't consider it part of the problem set. Now, I'm happy with where we are. We're going to level. We're going to take a badger, because it's weird. Hedgehog badger. It's like it's a little zany. It is. It's also like, it's my own unique brand of interest, you know? You just blew up your whole squad, dummy. Bet you feel real stupid right now. Now, you know what I'm thinking? Is so many individuals out there are running bats. And search your feelings, you know it to be true. So many individuals out there are running bats that weirdly enough, a late game, not in the early game where it doesn't do anything, but a late game, holy cow, we still made it work. Frigate bird could kind of go insane. Instead of getting weakness, you would just put rice on a unit. And then if that unit had, every time it gets a perk, it eats it. Every time it gets a perk, all your units get buffed. I don't know if you can make it work. But the idea that you could is certainly very interesting. You want this. Now, what is this squad doing? Yeah, I don't have any idea. I don't know. It's surviving. What are you doing? Judging. You haven't walked a mile in my Louboutins? I happily take my draw. When we combine our fishes for value, everything becomes a little easier here. No, man. I don't know. It is an idea. It's an idea here that there's a lot of units we don't really need. Like a hoople bird is kind of nice. I think we could sell a hedgehog, buy a hippo, sell the stats, sell to put the stats of the fish onto the hippo. Roll for something miraculous. Royal flycatcher temporarily. And then, okay, it's a little sideways, but so was Paul Giamatti, and he won Best Supporting Actor, and we love him for it. Nothing wrong with that. See, as long as my badger doesn't have to do anything, we're set. Now, it's going to have to do something because it's leveling. I just love the way it works here. I just love to put an alpaca on the squad. The kind of flexibility it gives you is crazy. And I like a lynx, man. What can I say? The problem is if I sell a lynx, or if I sell the fish to buy a lynx, then the lynx is going to be bad. But the 4/7 fish is going to be bad forever. A lynx might only be bad temporarily. Take some of that. I don't know. We're cooking up something. It's improvisational. That's all I can say. I am stunned that it worked. Let's take some stats. Let's get some shoes. I don't really think we want a level 3 badger, but you know? Well, we're here. All right. Okay. Don't hate me for this. I think we sell our hippo. Unless we see something very compelling in our next shop. What happened? Like, I have a logical process here. Sell the hippo. Buy the badger. The heck was that sound? Two lionfish is a level 2 lionfish next turn. Then your badger needs some output. Put it up there at the front. Hoopoe bird right here. Lynx, probably not the best ballast you'll ever see, but holy brother, if I could ever figure out what this squad's gonna do, we got the engine necessary to get it there. That's hard to argue with. All right, we lost that one, huh? That's not a big surprise in the whole scheme of things. Lots of things you could do this turn. I really think a lionfish does matter. So let's start there. So, hello, and surprised to see you. Ostrich also goes crazy. We need some stats, man. It's got to happen. I'm sorry to say, I think the badger's not long for this world. We got better options. Now, as a result of constantly pivoting, I don't think we're ever going to build up enough momentum to really get something done. But hey, if you're Verdant Flare, those words have got to sting. This makes sense. It makes sense. Don't think about it too hard. You're not getting any stats. So as much as I hate to say it, you're not that important right now. I don't have to buy you. I'd rather get a hoopoe bird close to maxing. And this is where things they become a bit of a problem, because you got to figure out what the heck are we selling in order to take advantage of the alpaca. And if the answer is nothing, then we got to sell the alpaca. But I don't like to do that because the alpaca's fun. It feels like if you dump the lynx, this is just over, right? Do you really dump the lionfish? What do you have? You have a lynx on you? Maybe you do, brother. Maybe you do. But I don't want to buy any of this. I want lynx. Hoopoe bird, very nice. It's time, right? You got to go. I can't sell anything else. I mean, we could spit you out and have you be a level 2, but what do we sell to make it happen? Then we're not even running a sniping team anymore. We're just running super death touch. Boring. I sleep. Instead, let's run double ostrich, which I'm realizing is boring in its own right, but at least it's boring interesting. So 2 level 2 ostriches. We need to hang a little bit, but 2 level 2 ostriches can scale like crazy, bro. Stop sniping me! It's making me upset! We were really close on that one. Yes. Yes. Freeze me, freeze me. This round is no joke. Like, we have to... Something has to happen here. And I'm going to say probably a salad is what we need to get us over the edge. The ostriches are popping, boys. The ostriches are popping. This team doesn't look that special. This team doesn't look like it's all that in a bag of potato chips. I knew it. I knew it. 6 wins. Hold us, okay? Hold me. Keep the ostriches popping. I know we don't have a whole lot of stuff to buy if we keep the shop frozen every time, but I'm telling you, I think this is the way. Unfreeze for next time. What do we want to see? What would really make this squad pop? 3rd ostrich. Now this squad looks a little scary. It does. And yet we don't cry because we win. Walrus, bison. Get some new material. Boo. Boo this person. Boo them. Sadly, you're no good for me. Nah. Yeah. How about like some chocolate? Or like, you know what? This seems pretty good. A links for next time. And a buffet for dinner. Level 3 links would still be helpful. And I'm not just saying this to sandbag. This team looks pretty rough too. Maybe not. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. That's very good timing. I don't know if 2 50-50s is going to be enough. But I guess it is 2 50-50s and the Hoopoe bird. It's not for nothing. Very nice. Some more pancakes maybe too. Like a level 3 Hoopoe bird that gets to work twice because of its 1-up, unless it gets overridden by a bat. Holy cow, they got a big frickin' scorpion, bro. Get hit again. This looks like a draw, man. It's a win! Holy. We don't need it. We really don't need the buffs. Well, I guess we do. Because what else are we looking for? We're just looking for one more links. I was hoping to see like some chocolate. It is tempting to throw a pita on you. I don't know if it's better than salts. Salt is like a guaranteed 100 damage to almost any unit in the game. But the pita might get you like a favorable trade. We may actually... They're all going to have death touch, huh? We mathematically can't win. Never mind. I was going to say we definitely made it. Hey, still had a great time, though. 2 ostriches. Me in the race with 2 ostriches, realizing I'm going to have to settle for a bronze medal. And then coming in 8th in my heat. Not even the finals, just the heat. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!